Hello there gang, Devere here, just playing a little bit of Zombie Shooter from Sigma Studios. Almost old enough to be a past blast, this, released back in 2007. So option wise, yeah, not a great amount. So let's dive on in with a new game. So you get your campaign, you get survive, which as you can imagine is survive, and gun stand, which is basically survive with you stuck on a gun turret. Well, let's start with campaign. I'll pick that. I'll stick with normal and dive on in. Alright, so we've got 220. Shouldn't need to waste anything at this point. No experience points, very minor RPG options here. So let's just dive on in. So it's a classic twin stick shooter. WASD for movement, and your mouse for your shooting. You can also move with your mouse if you want. Just hold down your right mouse button and... Well, didn't mean to do that. That's why I don't use the mouse control. That was an embarrassing start. So it's certainly not a deep tactical game. Some experience. There's pickups. Fairly low level mob enemies at this point. Yeah, probably wanted to wait till they all got there first. Never mind. Your basic pistols, you don't have to worry about ammunition at least. And low level mobs, you can imagine, you don't need to waste too much decent ammo on those. Anything to find? Oh, a couple of goodies down there, a bit more money. Same here. There are secrets to find throughout the game, which we'll probably see some of those later on. And this is as deep as the puzzles in the game get. It's usually go somewhere, press a switch, or place a bit of dynamite or something. It's not a thinking man's game, really. It is really just literally what it says on the tin. There's some zombies, you have guns, you start shooting. Whoops. That's about the depth of the game. It just has this classic kind of old school vibe to it. And as you can tell, the biggest thing is the gore. Everywhere you mow down enemies, you end up with all the gore and splatter everywhere. Let's grab that little health pack. Where was I going? Was it up this way? Oh, some more crates over there. Oh, there's some more up there I didn't see either. It's a bit funny because they do a lot of these various shooter games, Team Sigma. You've got... obviously Zombie Shooter, Zombie Shooter 2, then there's Alien Shooter, Alien Shooter 2, or Alien Shooter Reloaded, and Alien Shooter Tactics, or whatever else I've got. They're all relatively... Oh, there was a tower defense one, which I haven't actually played yet. There wasn't anything else to find, was there? Right. So here's the main thing with the game. Right, what have we got? Oh, we've got 2 points. In that case, I'll have some extra carrying so I can have more ammunition. And speed can be useful. In fact, speed and carrying are probably more useful than health and accuracy. We've got 1270. Can we buy any decent guns yet? Oh, just short. Right, I'll carry more ammunition. No, I'll take some speed. So there's very, very limited RPG elements in this game. Not sure why the flashlight thing's there particularly. So obviously we'll have to find a power source to turn that on. So here's the biggest problem, is the isometric camera. Sometimes when you try to clear a room, it does make it... See, I didn't even see him in there. It does make it hard to see just what exactly Oh, there we are. There's a secret. Got some extra money. Sometimes getting out of them could be a bit of a pain. It does sometimes make it hard to see what's around the doors. Especially when you've got some of the later levels with a lot of zombies on them. Because, yeah, that is the game's biggest selling point. It's just about vast amounts of these. Well, they say they're zombies, but as I say, it's just all the games are a basic reskin. And that doesn't want to stick that behind me. So although they're called zombies in this game, they're pretty much the same as the aliens. Oops, let's see him. Get off the thing, come on. Oh, you can shoot up a lot of stuff in this game. And of course you will get some projectile enemies later on, as well as some sort of big, more boss type styled characters. So a quick look to make sure there isn't any secrets there. That's the best way to find them. Ah, see? Oh, why'd you go away? Yeah, it's only a slight annoyance, it's being the isometric perspective. Oh, what? They survived that explosion? Are you joking me? Anything there? No. Because this is fairly low level, we hopefully we should see a decent amount of zombies shortly. So the other big issue is that there's no in-mission saves. You only save to whichever mission you've just got to during the campaign. So what's the other good thing is you can try and glitch them out on doors to make lining them up to gun them down easier. Should give the old shotgun a go, I suppose. But not the most useful of weapons. Oh, and there we was still upright. Oh, there's another one there. Oh, and another secret. Oh, we've got a shotgun upgrade. Good show. Get off the... There we go. Yeah, that's the sort of as as deep as the puzzles in this game get, really. Let's see if we can't get a few in that explosions. This is really what the game's about. So yeah, it's not a thinking man's tactical game at all. It's all about the shooting of the zombies and the guns. I think we should get some of the projectile type enemies shortly as well. Oh, hello. Ah, occasionally you get moments like this when it traps you. Let's go for some... let's try and push through here, because we're about to get flanked. Oh, I wonder if actually now that... I wonder if there's anything in here. No, it's a shame. No secrets there. So yeah, I mean, there's what it does well. Although you will get sick to death of that repetitive riff soon enough, I can assure you of that as well. So it's definitely the sort of game you don't really play like as through in a sitting. It's best to do a level of it and then sort of come back, play the next level, go away, play something a bit more deep. We're in your mood for just sort of crazy carnage chaos. And of course, yeah, I mean the visuals are nothing outstanding. I mean they weren't really back in the day, so as I say, this is nearly old enough to do past blast episodes on. 2007. Crazy. It is just a case of basically hold down M1. I'm not doing much in the way of thinking here. But for a cheap little pickup these days, I say cheap little pickup, there's a bit of an oddity. There's the zombie shooter pack, the Sigma's pack on Steam, no longer seems to include Zombie Shooter 2. Not sure why it's been removed from Steam, I think, but none of the other games, all the other games are still there. I don't know what that's about. I mean, the other Zombie Shooter, Alien Shooter 2 and all that, they were basically, it's all basically the same thing, but they had vehicle sections. Although, in honesty, it's just exactly the same as this shooting sections, just in a car. Same isometric perspective. Plus, they've slightly tried to go a bit more deep on the RPG element sides of the game. Oh, that's right, it's the end of this level. That's the main trick, really, is just to keep moving and firing. I mean, it really is not deep. Oh, I didn't. It was still upright. Yeah, it just has a certain charm. The main charm is that amount of blood and gore, really. It's just a pity there was no in-game saves. You can only... Now it's auto-saved to here. So what have we got? Oh, some decent money. You can also upgrade your guns. Although, not much point. In fact, that's what we'll do. We'll go back to the main menu and just to show you its big selling point, I'll show you some of the gun stand. Just to see... oh yeah, F1 for help. You can hide your display if you need to. Just to show you what the... Because this really is the game in it in an essence. Just lots and lots of zombies. You can still get quite a lot of AI on screen. And lots of gore. They are basically the same game, so whichever one you buy, whether it's Zombie Shooter... Oh, we've got a nuke. Good show. Oh, that was a good nuke. I killed about 3 of them. They don't do a very deep thing, but they're all enjoyable in their own way. You get quite a lot of decent amount of campaign for your money, in fairness. Although more so in Alien Shooter's a bit short. Alien Shooter, the original one. That was their first game. As I say, it is an absolute reskin. They might call these zombies, but they're exactly the same as the aliens you get in the different games. You get the projectile ones, you get the big boss type ones, the rocket launching ones. The ones that once you kill them once, they suddenly turn into something else that rashes you. Yeah, so they've just basically reskinned everything. And then, you know, if you want a good thing and all that, why change it? Basically, this is you just keep firing like this up until such a point as they smash through your barrier and kill you. But already, there's quite a lot of zombies and there's a lot of gore. No, that is really what it does. This is one of those games that every so often I'll just reinstall it, play through, play a bit of gun game, play a bit of the survival mode. The survival mode's pretty crazy. Hello, got some rocket launchery dudes up here. Those guys can be a real pain in the campaign. They've got seeking weapons. Because, of course, that's what zombies are known for. Already, yeah, this is... don't really... I mean, I'm basically just sitting here flicking the mouse around. I'm not too particularly aiming at the moment. Kind of a bit pointless trying that. To try and doing anything too deep or tactical here. It's just a bit of fun more than anything else. But for a sale price of 40p at the moment, you can't really go wrong with it. And if you was going to get I would have suggested the Sigma pack on Steam if it still included Zombie Shooter 2. So why that particular one has been removed, I don't know. Because it was basically the same thing, just a bit more flash graphics and a bigger campaign. More weapons. So yeah, it's I mean, I have absolutely no idea what's going on here at the moment. No, I am literally just keeping my mouse going round and round. M1 is pressed. But I think this is probably about the end of the game very shortly. Roundabout now. What's my health like? Going down rapidly. It is this. I mean, you get levels like this actually in game later on. They don't hold back on that. They do not hold back on the amount of enemies you'll get to fight. That's for sure. And there we go. Oh, not too bad. I managed to slightly beat my score. So then again, we'll conclude our dealings here. Zombie shooter. Yeah, a fun little twin stick number. This review kind of covers the whole pack, basically. Apart from the tower defense one, I'll have to give that a go at some point. I just haven't picked it up for whatever reason. But yes. Just a shame about Zombie Shooter 2, really. Not sure why, or why it's not included in the pack anyway. So there we all. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. If you found it useful and entertaining in some way. And as ever, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to let me know you're alive. I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.